Good morning. Sorry for being late. Stupid driver this morning got my hackles up when I was cut off and nearly rear-ended the guy in front of me. Sorry, I'm just all riled up already. Did you have any trouble finding the office? I know I can get turned around when I'm looking for unknown places of work. Allow me to formally introduce myself then. My name is Alice Thornwood, but you can just call me Alice. I will be your new therapist going forward. Let me just grab my pencil and notepad and we'll get started. So, let's start with your name, shall we? Very nice name you have. Before we get too deep into today's session, do you have any questions you'd like to ask me? My ears and tail. Yes, apologies. I forget that some humans still haven't seen our kind before. I'm very much humanoid, much like yourself, but also have adopted many of my animal features and tendencies from my canine heritage. As such, these long white wolf ears and slender tail have been passed down my lineage for some time. We are far and few between as far as our species goes, but that's a story for another session. Today we are here to focus on you and your needs and what you hope to get out of these sessions. I looked over your file a little bit, but a file full of papers only tells me so much about a person. So, tell me, what brought you to my office today? I see. Self-confidence is something that isn't easy to correct or fix. I feel as though you're taking a step in the right direction by coming here. It takes a lot of courage to reflect and decide you want to work on yourself, let alone put your trust in someone like me to work on it with you. I'm proud of you for coming to me. Now then, what do you think is causing these questions of your character? I see. Okay. So it's not just one thing causing those feelings, it's a compound of everything at once? Okay. I understand what you're going through. Outside factors such as childhood bullying, peer pressure, social expectations, and even significant others are all examples of things that can cause a lot of self-doubt and character questioning. Sometimes, though, it's a matter of mindset. My hope is to make your mind more positive. I'm glad you agree. Here, let's try a small, short exercise to get us warmed up, alright? Okay, let's try taking a deep breath in. As you do, feel your chest inflate and expand slowly. Do you feel that? The way your chest puffs out a little bit when you reach your full lung capacity. The way your shoulders roll back and downward. Good. Now slowly exhale. Doing this forces your body into a more upward posture, much like that of a soldier before the higher-ups. This can help with an outward presentation and make you look and feel more confident instead of having your shoulders forward. It's also just good for overall health. Now tell me, how did that make you feel? More empowered? So, this goes much deeper than surface and outward appearance. Self-confidence isn't something someone can just make happen with one session of therapy or overnight. This is a lifelong process that you'll have to take one step and one day at a time. I think there are a few techniques we can use to help rewire your thoughts and promote more positivity in your life. Would you entertain me in some more exercises? Good. I'm glad you're open to improvement. Some people come in here and are immediately closed off and defensive, and I understand that. Their feelings toward a stranger are valid. For that, I want to say again, I'm proud of you. You see, self-confidence comes from within, first and foremost, and usually comes out of lack of compassion. Not for the ones around you, but for yourself. I feel as though we must first fall in love with ourselves before we can truly understand what we are seeking. One way to do that is with self-affirmation repeated to yourself. So to start, I want you to close your eyes and repeat after me. Can you do that for me? Good. Now let's start off easy, okay? I am confident. I am strong. I am powerful. I am worthy. Your turn. That last one can be very tricky for some newer patients of mine, but I think this is a very good example, and easy to perform exercise right before bed or when you're getting up first thing in the morning. Even if you don't completely believe it in the beginning, the more you repeat these words, the more they will resonate with you and the more you'll believe it as time goes on. It doesn't have to be these exact affirmations. You can change them up from day to day, but it's important that they're true. We are all worthy of love and affection, and everyone's emotions and feelings are valid. Now, still with your eyes closed, we will move on to another helpful exercise. I used this one a lot when I was in school. This exercise is similar to the one we just did, but with a bigger and more broader ideology. Right? I want you to begin by thinking of a goal or two. It could be a goal for after this session, for example, or perhaps something to do in the next few days following this session. But I want you to picture these goals in your mind. Got a few? Good. Now, I'm going to say a phrase and you'll fill in the blank with your answer. By giving it a verbal and tangible manifestation, you're more likely to accomplish that task within a reasonable amount of time. Pretty simple, right? Okay, ready? Today I will. Okay. Very good. I like that goal for you. Now you ready for the next one? Tomorrow I will. Very good. Both of those goals are great choices. These small things give you a very clear objective and a plan that will begin helping you move forward towards realizing them. It doesn't need to be anything massive like run a marathon, because that may not be realistic. But something that is realistic is, I'm going to clean my room today. You see, these smaller things that you accomplish can help you build up self-confidence to tackle bigger and larger projects and goals. That said, they should be SMART goals. I'm sure you've heard of this acronym, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I can provide you with some additional resources after our session if you're interested. For now, though, I have one final exercise I'd like for you to take home and practice until our next session, if that's okay with you. Consider it homework to a degree. I know no one likes homework, but I like to give my patients a chance to measure their own growth and development when I'm not available. Today we explored a lot of self and positive affirmations, but these were all generic choices and examples I used to get you started. Everyone has different things they focus on and enjoy hearing, and no one knows you better than yourself. As such, your homework is going to be doing your alphabet. What do I mean? Well, I mean just that. Whenever you stand in front of a mirror, or if you want, you can do it as part of a morning routine. But I want you to take the first letter of the alphabet and apply a positive and true affirmation for yourself. So, for example, you may say amazing or astonishing. Then you say brave or bold. Then caring, daring, so on until you get to the end of the alphabet. The first few times you do this, you may feel silly or dismissive, but do give it a try. Some of the letters will likely be hard, namely closer to the end with things like W, X, Y, Z. So don't worry if you can't come up with something zealous to say. Phew, I think we really did make some amazing progress today. I'm very proud of you for taking the first steps to becoming an even better version of yourself. At the end of the day, though, I'm merely a voice in your head trying to help you focus your thoughts and help you improve yourself. What you do with that knowledge is completely up to you. Something my mother used to say to me a lot when I was growing up was, it's not over when you lose, it's over when you quit. So tell me, how are you going to treat yourself after all this hard work? Give yourself a little treat, like a coffee or something sweet? Go pick something tasty to sink your teeth into? There is a nice little steakhouse that opened down on 43rd. I hear they get the ribeyes from a local butcher that are to die for. The marbling is out of this world. That must be my next patient. Whatever it is you treat yourself to, you earned it. Live a little, right? Here's my business card if you need to get a hold of me or schedule your next session, all right? I'm always willing to listen, always, day or night.